So today, before we begin, like this kind of content, make sure you're subbed to the channel. Enjoy the video, well, pass it along to others. Make sure that information gets out there. I mean, that is vital to make sure people know what's going on. Want to help out in different ways? Want to help this channel succeed? Well, check out the links in the video. One of those is the Case of the Littlest Umbrella. This is our initial foray into independent comics, and it's our message to people like we see in this video. We can defy gatekeepers. Many of them are gatekeepers in their own respective industries, including comics too, and yeah, you don't have to lockstep to them. Want to hear more about the comic? Well, wait till the end of the video, and thank you beforehand. So today we're returning to that wonderful world of anime to talk about something that's going on today. This is Stan Dahlin. Now, Stan Dahlin, if you don't recognize him, he was brought up in the Vic Mignogna case. In fact, he was supposed to be hailed as the conquering hero. He was going to be one of those people they utilized to burn Vic Mignogna down. You can see his name brought up. He was going to be somebody that they brought in to prove that guy was some type of degenerate monster. The only problem was, he said, yeah, that's not the way I remember it. And you know what? I would remember it because. Now, after that, he went from some conquering hero to somebody that these people treated like a pariah. Some of them unfollowed him. Some of them treated him like garbage. And as he goes forward and reveals more about him, yeah, they treat him like a monster out there. So he put this post up today. And you look at the way that this is put together. Jamie Markey will be in Charleston, South Carolina, September the 21st through the 2nd. Do with the info as you see fit. But please don't go to the con to harass her or make the show a living hell for any other attendees. Please, please don't do it. I mean, look at this. It looks like he's saying straight up, hey, don't do that. And I would say that too. Since some folks seem to be having trouble understanding what I wrote, here it is again. But please don't go to the con to harass her or make the show a living hell for other attendees. Please, please don't do it. I will repeat it again for those who need it. But please don't go to the con to harass her or make the show a living hell for other attendees. Please, please don't do it. And well, since I'm doing such a bang-up job with everyone, he mentioned some other people that are going to be at Comic-Cons, Todd Habercorn being at another one, and so on. You know, wonderful folks out there. Now, of course, you know that this message, when it's picked up, it's going to be used as proof of harassment. Because, you know, everything out there, it has to be an indictment of somebody. It has to be some kind of monstrous attempt to go and bury someone out there. Here, for example, Shannon McCormick picking up on Jamie Markey talking about it. And look at what Jamie throws out. I'd like to believe Stan is genuinely asking for civility, but based on the fact he's blocked me, it seems the opposite is likely the case. Do I cancel my appearance to protest the rest of the people in Charleston that week? What option do I have now? Now, this is a very interesting way to go forward. Just like Shannon McCormick here. Please keep in mind, people, he went digging for this info. It's not in Jamie's pinned tweet, etc. He doesn't organize that con. He's not Jamie's agent. This info isn't on top of his head. He did this to be an A. You can see Tim Doyle liking that. Now, what I find particularly fascinating about this is the people that are involved in this stuff that are talking about it like, oh my God, Stan Doyle, he went out and did this. In fact, when we're talking about Stan, well, he is a, look at that word there. Oh my goodness, look at that. You know, here's Stan Dahlin's threat of hint, hint, nudge, nudge variety. Twitter will do nothing. You know, because saying don't do that, that's a threat. But it does go to show what a wannabe little, Stan is. Classic I stand with Vic behavior too. All right, so remember that spin to it. So the people that are involved here, you know, you've seen a few of them. Like, let's take, for example, let's take this guy here, Shannon McCormick. Now, here's a discussion where Shannon McCormick participates in throwing my name out. Not known to anyone out there, but apparently some people had put it together. They start playing a little game with my name, and he's talking about keeping it in his back pocket for the right time. But I'm here for this. So he's keeping that information around. He's going to throw it out there when it's the right time. But of course, that wasn't something that was hard to find, was it? It wasn't information that wasn't widely known. In fact, you wouldn't have had to go looking for that to dig that information up. No. While we're talking about interesting stuff too, we're talking Tim Doyle here. Now, Tim Doyle will be a fun conversation because he'll come into parts of this, but here's a little post here. Oh boy, pretty sure this should not be reported to Twitter, but to the police in the area where the psychopath lives. He needs to not be allowed to own guns. Any responsible gun owner would have to agree with that sentiment, talking about Tim Doyle saying, hey, let's make false police reports about that umbrella guy. Not only that, but if you missed out on this kind of stuff, here's where these people put this stuff together, pretending while they utilize my name that it was sometime a reference to Harry Potter. Because going out, putting out pictures of an umbrella guy dancing in the rain, utilizing my middle initial, talking about other things that again are descriptors, no way, that wouldn't have been there. And then you get into this. Once you know his name, it's really easy to find out literally everything about him. The question is he smart enough to, or will he keep harassing people who now know where he lives? My money is that he will double down and put himself and his family at risk by even being more of a harassing a-hole. Then the cops will have to get involved, jobs will be lost. Sadly predictable arc. Now, this guy, he's been posting about my real name. He's been posting about my job out there. And he's been posting about how people, well, I take that back. He's been liking things where people are posting about making false police reports. That stuff, though, that's just some matter-of-fact statement. But this kind of stuff here, yeah, that, of course, that is, well, you look at the descriptor. So explain to me how one is, but one isn't. And especially when you get down to that. Moreover, when we're talking about some of the people that get involved in this stuff, here is a discussion about my workplace. You see people talking about that, and you have Monica Rial getting involved saying, hey, has anyone called the facility to see if he still works there? Hey, go find out whether or not that guy works at that place. Because we're totally going in with something that was totally easy to dig up. Again, if your convention schedule is threatening, then what the hell is this? That's my question here. What's the point in all of that stuff? If Stan Dahlin is a monster, then what the heck are you people? Moreover, if you think, hey, there might be some kind of good listed in this stuff, well, here's you a lovely like from Monica. Not sure I agree. If this guy is a therapist talking about, hey, me here, what are the chances he's abusing children? So these people, they love that go-to out there. They not only suggest job, they not only suggest name, addresses, all of this stuff. And also within that, they have had people post unredacted pictures of children, all of this stuff. But remember, in this stuff, the scathing indictment, it doesn't come from that. Oh no. It comes when somebody posts your convention schedule. This is why I am sick of the companies that these people work for and sick of these voice actors, frankly. And this is why I say that I'm not going to back this stuff anymore. I don't have to back any of these companies. I don't have to pretend that these people haven't showcased who and what they are. Frankly, they have gone out and they have shown exactly who they are because people have had the audacity to go out and to challenge the narrative that they can burn down people's lives with impunity. These people, they think they can set fire to whatever they want. And meanwhile, if someone goes out and challenges that narrative, if say a Stan Dahlin goes out and he doesn't walk lockstep with it, that guy somehow becomes, well, you saw the descriptors out there. I mean, you don't think that's telling? You don't think that that says something about those people? You don't think, when it comes to it, if Stan Dahlin was actually standing in line, marching lockstep with these people, and he pointed out something out there that these people would go to bat for him again and again, pretending that everything were A-okay? I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? They have drawn a line in the sand, and that line in the sand, that us versus them, what's interesting is you have voice actors on one side, many a consumer on the other side of that, and more people are waking up to the fact that these people, they act totally reprehensible. I mean, when these people, they have done so much more than what I just showed you there. That was just a snippet of what they get involved in. But hey, again, Stan Dahlin's the bad guy. So anyway, you tell me what you think about that. So again, enjoy this type of content. Make sure you're subbed to the channel. Want to get that message out there? And you definitely should. Well, share videos, make sure that you help them trend, and so on. Again, information is vital, so help it get out there. Want to go further than that? Help out the project here. This is how we go out and we rectify a lot of this. People like Doyle, they are connected to the comic book industry. Well, you can go out and you can challenge that stuff by going and putting your own thing out there. This is the case of The Littlest Umbrella. We have 2 comic book stories attached to the first book in this, and we have another book as well. So if you're looking for something, a good tale, all ages, so everyone can enjoy it, yeah, there you go. You also have here, you have another comic book attached to it as well, and this, it's a satirical look at what's transpired in comics as far as going out and challenging stuff, and it shows you how absurd some of these people are. I mean, when you go and you see some of that, yeah, that's amazing. But if you knew nothing about it, you could still enjoy this. You could still sit down and say, hey, that was pretty fun. So leave me your comments on this. I mean, looking at this stuff, looking at the way that these people carry themselves, what do you think about this? You don't have to be pro or con what I'm saying either. Just comment on that. And leaving with this, I want to thank you for showing up, period. A lot of these people, they represent commodities. Remember, Funimation said, if you are a specific type of backer, you're not welcome here. That was our message. Many a voice actor has empowered that too. They're telling you, you're not welcome. I'm not going to tell you that. You're welcome here. There have been like 1, 2, 12 cases maybe of absolute crazy that I wouldn't want around, but I wouldn't go out and act like these people, indicting tens of thousands of people because, hey, they don't want a lockstep. Their money, it can go wherever it wants, and if you don't want your money going to that, well, it's always welcome here. So anyhow, thank you. I appreciate you, and we'll be doing this again very soon. Thanks.